another garden update. So we were gone for a couple of weeks, and the garden was quite busy. Everything just seemed to just blow up. It's getting close to the solstice right now, and it's just the plants are loving the light, loving the water that we've been giving them. It's kind of come into fullness of what we were trying to accomplish here with the companion planting and the living mulch. As you can see in here, we had to take out the California poppy. Kind of got real big, so Shelby's mom took it out. Let a little bit more light in for everything else. But as you can see, everything's kind of just, you can't see any soil whatsoever in here. All the plants are just growing through each other. Everything seems to be doing well. These basils came back. The squash is doing good. You see a little squash down in there. The tomato plants are loving it. These are delicious little tomatoes here. There's construction going on next door, so there's a little noise. But tomatillo's getting real big. It's gonna be fruiting out real soon. Lots of big stuff. But yeah, everything's looking real good. As you can see in here, we got many different kinds of plants along with this squash. With these sunflowers are growing up. The beans are growing in through here. This is some borage I planted with seed in the beginning. Actually finally came up through. Got some nasturtiums back in here, those red flowers. Iris that grew up from a bulb that was left in the ground. And some cucumbers are coming through. And basically, yeah, I was talking about at the beginning with the companion planting and the plant neighborhoods, is we don't just have the plants that we want to eat, like these beans and squash, but we have stuff like borage, we have stuff like nasturtiums, everything planted in together to give the bugs somewhere to hide, give them beneficial plants for them. And it seems to be working really well. I mean, we got tons of beans that have been coming through. They're still producing. The squash, we just picked some 2-foot long squash off there because we were gone for a couple of weeks and weren't able to pick them, so they got real big. But they make a real good squash salad. Yeah, this tomato and squash bed is just real thick and real well. This is some of that borage actually that I left here too. Is flowering. Real pretty purple flowers. We got our eggplant back there. It's got some eggplants on it, and everything's staying nice and healthy and nice and wet. We got our sunflowers blooming in here. The bees are loving on those. Yeah, it's doing real good. I mean, we were gone for a couple weeks, so the grasses have come through and taken over a bit. They're loving the light too. So we're gonna have to come through and pull some of that grass out just to give some more light to the plants that we want to produce a little more. This bit over here, the artichokes are kind of coming through the last bit of their life. We got some of these that this is going to flower. I should probably cut this off today so that we don't get a bunch of artichoke seeds all over the yard. But yeah, it's started flowering and falling over, so we're just gonna cut that out. We might get another round of artichokes for the end of the summer if we cut that out and let it grow up again. These pole beans are doing real good. Up this thing here. Yeah, that's that bed over there. We had a lot of these coreopsis flowers throughout the whole yard. We have to cut some of those back over here because they're getting real big. This bed over here, man, when we left a couple weeks ago, it was tiny, and now it just blew up. These sunflowers are taller than I am. This cucumber here, I planted inside this tower. It was about 4 or 5 inches tall when we left, and I gave it a little bit of compost tea. It's just the juice from the bottom of our compost bucket that we keep by the kitchen. And man, it just blew up. It's huge. Oh, right here's a good. As you can see that in here. There's a predatory wasp talking about beneficial insects. Those things keep a real good control over the caterpillars and everything in this garden. This is great. Yeah, as you can see over here, some more of our cucumbers are growing up right here. These are the the radishes that we put in here, they're already full size, so I'm gonna probably have to plant some more radishes, maybe some beets in here, and they'll grow real well in the shade of all these real tall sunflowers. Some of these beans that we got going on here. This bed over here, our cabbage bed, is doing real well still. We're still getting lots of kale, still getting collard greens and chard. This is a milkweed plant. It's growing up and flowering, so hopefully it'll attract some monarch butterflies. This little butterfly seems to like it. Got our Brussels sprouts. They're looking like they're about ready to shoot up their fruit. That'll be real good. And some of the herbs we planted in here as friends are basil. We got our oregano down there. They seem to be doing real good as well. This is the garlic that we planted in here. Still got all of our seeding greens over here. A lot of them have actually seeded and let go, like this romaine. So we're gonna have a bunch of volunteer romaine starters next year. Should be good. It's just you won't have to plant anything. We'll just, instead of weeds, we'll have greens. And this bed is kind of the same deal. A lot of that stuff that wasn't doing too good early on, because we didn't have a lot of cover on the ground, is doing real good now. This kale, that was, once we planted the starters, wasn't doing real good, but it's looking real healthy. We've been eating a lot. There's another one of those wasps right there. Yeah, it's doing real well. Some of this cosmos is the coreopsis we have in here. Some of these friend plants are doing real well. The marigolds are still alive. And these are collard greens. These are doing real good. But yeah, with this companion planting, I mean, it looks messy right now. There's a lot of grass in here that we got to pull out, but everything is really healthy. There's one of those wasps. Hopefully you can see that. They're real cool looking. Yeah, everything's doing real healthy. All the bugs have places to hide. They have lots of food. All the predatory bugs I'm talking about, and all the pest bugs. You know, they don't have a chance to take over. They eat a little bit, but then they just become food for the predators. This thing over here is pretty cool. We put this little herb pot got started, and now we got some. You can see that we got some little mushrooms growing in here. I don't know where they came from, but it's pretty magical, and they're gonna make that soil in here real healthy. There's probably a big old pot's probably full of mycelium right now, helping out that soil ecosystem. These are the peppers, serrano peppers, starting to produce a little bit out of this pot. Doing real well. And like I said, we've been gone for 2 weeks. I haven't really done any work on this garden for about a month because I've been real busy. But everything is still producing. We still eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner out of this garden every single day. We don't have to buy a whole lot of extra food besides rice and potatoes. And we're eating real healthy. The garden looks beautiful. It's just a wonderful gift of Mother Nature. All we gotta do is you know, give her a few little tools and get out of the way, and she helps us out. So hopefully you guys can take this, and you know, it's a myth that gardening is hard. Most of the work is done by Mother Nature, and the gifts are endless. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you later.